Hello everyone, welcome to the dark side. Hello Neko.
Wait, somebody said
Neko?
dark side.
No,
Have
no.
you missed me?
I will go to the dark side also because I want to see something this time. But when we start the game, and until then, we'll talk about.
Have a light, Clement.
We'll talk about the Doom 64 version that we're gonna play tonight. Is the PC version, the remaster, of course, is the second part. If you missed the first stream, it was really great. A lot of information provided by the Kovic, and I liked it so much that after the stream I stayed 1 hour to split it into chapters. So if you want to know some interesting things about the development of this version of the game and the initial version and the initial Doom release, you can find a lot of interesting things in that first stream. But I'm sure that we'll discuss a lot tonight also.
Yeah,
and
I was out of town and I wasn't able. I jumped a bit in chat at the start, but I've been listening in at work, and it's a great podcast as well.
Yeah, our live streams are more podcast than Let's Play.
So welcome to the podcast with some light gameplay sprinkled in.
Exactly. So I'm just a background. I'm not a casual player. I'm a background player. I'm background for
your words, not
guys.
mine.
Wait for Blue to hear this. Okay, so.
But Blue. I was about to say Blue is the NPC, but that's too easy of a joke to make.
Okay, let's not waste any more time, but first, I remember I want to show you this little thing, this little guy, to get into the mood. Is from the Doom 2016 Collector's Edition, and will stay with us during the stream. And here I have also the release from limited run of this game that we are playing tonight. Okay, let's go to the main game.
Indeed. Ceci n'est pas un test. Didn't last time the Discord not work, or yeah?
No, last time Kovic was in total darkness. Wanted to be more relaxed, I guess.
Oh, that's fair.
Oh yeah, I didn't know webcam.
Level.
It's level 11.
11.
Yeah.
Okay, here it is. And one moment, I need to go to the darkness a bit.
So it's not a stream without me, without Troy showing up at some point.
Okay, I guess Kovic is too dark. You are a big black thing.
But he can do scary stuff by suddenly going to his webcam and doing shit.
Kovic estimated that we still need this stream and another one with my style of play. So there are 38 or 39. I didn't remember. I don't remember.
That's a question I don't remember either.
Levels 32.
Okay, 32. So we are.
If we count
Exactly
the original
one-third.
levels, there's of course the extra remaster campaign, the Lost Levels, which adds 6 more.
Okay, so there are 38 in the end.
Yeah, technically it's 40, but one of the levels is the title screen, so that doesn't count.
Yeah, I always find that very unique when there are
And
games
the
using their
40th
title
level,
screen as a level.
yeah, and the 40th level is a bonus one. Warp only. It's like the original campaign has 32 levels, but actually it's only 25, because 3 are secret, 1 is super secret, and 3 are so-called fun levels, which are only accessible via cheats, and they're like small arenas.
And with super secret, you mean a secret in a secret?
No, it's a secret level accessible from the very first level, but it's very secret. And if you finish it, it's also very hard. And if you finish it, you get cheats unlocked on the original N64 version, like in-game cheats, because that's how the games usually did it. You have to work hard for your cheats.
I recently watched a video about Welcome to the Neighborhood, which is a sort of horror game in the style of a mascot game and in the style of Resident Evil 7 and 8. And in there are also cheat videotapes you can find at hidden locations. And some of those cheat videotapes are the fun cheats, like Big Hat Mode and everything like that.
So, I think I mentioned last stream the fake 3D bridges, but there wasn't really an instance where you encounter them. This level is all bridges.
But are they fake?
Yeah, they are fake. So right now it looks like a bridge and you can walk under it, but actually the top of the underside of the bridge is a ceiling, and if somebody tried to walk over it, it's not possible. Because actually the ceiling goes all the way down, but it uses the feature of this engine where they are able to do occlusion on the walls and then render the sky above it, which was not possible in the original Doom engine. And what they do is, you notice there's the structure in the middle, and it's separated by, I think, 1 or 2 doors and a corner. And somewhere on those stairs, there's a line, which if you cross, it transforms the bridge, sort of like an elevator. So the floor becomes the top part, and the ceiling becomes, or the sky becomes the new ceiling, and that way you can walk over it, but you can no longer walk under it. But because it's obscured by the corner and the wall and all those things, you never see this transformation happen. And it also happens in one frame. It's not like normal lifts, which go up and down and you see them. This is set to change the geometry instantly, so you never see it happen, and it gives you the illusion of an actual bridge, an actual 3D geometry, as if this were Quake.
And you said last stream that this is the reason why we don't have co-op in this game.
Yeah, exactly, because if one guy stood down here and then another tried to use the bridge, the illusion would be broken.
Or the big chance of
So a fun side effect of how these bridges work, actually, if you look at this bridge, you see that little, or this one as well, you see the piles of blood. So those are enemies that you killed under the bridge, and they left their corpse behind. And when the bridge transformed, the body got squished, and you have the pile of blood here.
Now, would that be useful in speedruns to crush enemies?
I don't know if a living enemy would get insta-killed by this. Because usually if enemies, for example, get hit by a door and they're still alive, the door bounces. It only crushes corpses, I think.
Yeah, there is another game. I don't no, there's another engine that when you get too close to doors, when they open and close, they damage you. But I
Half-Life
can't.
likes to do that.
Yeah, Half-Life. That's the one I was thinking about. The Source engine. That was the boy I was thinking about.
Yeah, this one here, that's another fake bridge. I think this is really good level design, because you don't even tell half the time that you're using one of these bridges.
Now, in the stream yesterday, I talked about the game running smooth and everything like that. But what I notice here is when I look at the animation of especially the double-barrel shotgun, I feel like there are only 4 frames of animation. Is that possible, what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, totally. There's not many frames, because that's a measure for saving cartridge space in the original. The original came on an 8 megabyte cartridge, which was the normal size for N64 in 96, 97. So the weapon animations are simpler than the PC ones, because you notice that the shotgun doesn't have the pumping animation.
That's what I noticed right away. It feels like it lacks some punch, if you understand what I'm trying to say. Like it sort of feels like the weapon has less impact, and I'm not saying that I dislike it, but it's a noticeable downgrade.
I personally like it, but I mean, some people argue that they could have made space on the cartridge for a pumping animation. So the other explanation is that this may have been a nod to Quake 1, which was popular at the time, which also didn't have animations like this. The shotgun just goes backwards. Hard to tell. There's a button in that room. Oh, you pressed it. Okay. I was...
Oh.
Any rockets?
Now, what I do like compared to the PC version or the original Doom is, personally, I find the atmosphere of this game, of Doom 64, better than the originals. The originals feel... It really has boomer shooter written all over it, like, and it's too similar, the levels. It's either very gray or very red. Here you have way more color use, and like you said in the previous stream with the Stompy thing, you have way more giant set pieces that make this game come more alive and become more believable, quote unquote. The skybox helps a lot too.
I don't know if believable is the word I'd choose, because it's still very abstract level design, but immersive is the word I'd use. And yeah, definitely the atmosphere is a big part of the fandom for this game. If you're a Doom 64 fan, it's because you love the ambience and the atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
And the colored lighting does most of the heavy lifting, as well as the music, or soundtrack might be a better term for it. It's mostly composed of creepy sounds.
The background music.
Oh, Clement, you left a box of ammo there.
Where? I'm hearing a lift. here.
They are very important in a shooter. Imagine trying a shooter game without bullets.
Yeah, we've been a little ammo starved in some of the levels in the last stream.
Well, the little joke I was trying to make, it might be very obscure, but I really need to look at my Steam library for just a second. There is this game. Hold on. I really want to find the name. Okay. It's so annoying when you have a big Steam library and you're trying to find one game. And you look over the name multiple times.
What?
Oh yeah, this door is triggered by a line def, so you need to backtrack a bit for it to open.
Backtrack
The
where?
name of
Oh, maybe I need to kill this guy.
the name of the game I wanted to talk about earlier is called Finger Bang, all bullets pointing. It's a free game on Steam where the gimmick is you don't have a gun. This is your gun.
There's a Doom wad like that, which changes all the weapons to bang, bang, bang.
Man, I guess I'm soft locked.
I guess so.
Wow. Because I don't have bullets and I think the game awaits me.
No, it's not the Mancubus, because we skip him in speedruns. But I'm not sure what happened. Never seen this.
My talent.
It's a climate stream, alright.
Okay. Oh my god. So maybe I will. I need to use more than one.
Hello,
save slot.
Ender Rock.
Hello, Ender. Okay.
Most likely that guy just didn't trigger the door.
I don't know how I can kill this one. Okay, I have to.
If you backtrack, you can find some
Oops.
rockets.
Okay, again. What is this?
I tell you, it's a climate stream. Yeah, and
Okay.
and let me guess, jumping wasn't invented yet in shooters.
Nope.
Oof.
Most likely.
If you
because-
backtrack through there, you can get some rockets.
Look here.
Yeah, you go back into the central area with the crossroads. Yeah, through this door and run. Run forwards.
Okay.
Most likely jumping wasn't implemented in these games because
And actually, I know one more secret with some ammo. If you go outside, down to the water again.
I will make a hard save just in case.
Yeah, sure.
so Ender is asking that do you all know each other's languages? I can't speak any East European or East European languages, so no Czech, Romanian, Ukrainian, Croatian, no.
Topolska.
The only languages I can speak are obviously my native Dutch and English.
If you want some more ammo, go outside
Right.
into the water again.
Okay.
There's a secret there.
and I can speak French to a
Yeah, so
decent degree.
here. Oh, it's open. Nice.
Okay.
That's a good bit of ammo, because it's a backpack as well as the shotgun.
Also, I think Kovic knows some German.
Ja, das ist richtig.
I understand a lot of German because Dutch
Look
and
safe.
German have some similarities, but and about climate and different languages, I don't know from the top of my head.
No. Answering Anders' question, no.
No, you could run forward and ignore the mancubus before the door closes.
Man.
This feels like a QA issue, that this wasn't caught in QA testing.
I mean, I'm interested now. If you kill him, what happens?
Okay. Okay, so someone saw Kovic speedrunning this and patched the game.
Blue screen has entered the chat.
Hello, Blue. So, it was patched, I guess, no? If you don't know about this.
I just run through every time, so that might be the problem.
That was strange. Okay, now I need to back.
I tell you, it's a climate stream. Strange things happen in games all the time. Then. Like, I still have to think about when strange things happen. Like, the ending of our Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine on PC stream.
And the ending on the Infernal Machine on N64 also.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Yeah, the Game Boy Color is yeah, a unique piece of attempts, but and the Rock is trying to pick up Russian as a second language. Oh boy. I heard Russian isn't the easiest of languages to learn, especially when you know more Germanic languages.
Their alphabet is awful.
Cyrillic, yeah, Cyrillic.
It's not necessarily the issue of the different alphabet per se. I mean the different glyphs, but they have some very useless sounds that they insist on making a difference between, like two different sh sounds. It's ridiculous.
I think I told you guys about the history of our country and the Moldovan state that was artificially created by the Russians, and they imposed their alphabet. So they were speaking during the Soviet era. They were speaking Romanian using the Cyrillic alphabet. They wanted to prove that the Moldovan language is different than the Romanian one. And at one moment, there were a dictionary, Moldovan Romanian. And it's the same language.
Oh, some very nice ammo.
And also, the dictionary is the easiest money grab ever.
These guys are very weak. You can use the simple shotgun and save some ammo.
Oh, so they don't use the same ammo pool? So the double shotgun doesn't use the ammo of the same ammo as a single shotgun?
Yeah, but uses
they
two.
do, but if you do use the double shotgun, you use 2 ammo per shot.
Oh, okay, in that way.
And the skulls are so weak, they die from 1 hit even with the basic shotgun.
So Enderrock dares us to guess why he got into Russian.
Because Indiana Jones.
Infernal Machine, says Blue.
Навально.
T, остановись!
Здравствуйте, товарищ.
What? That was...
You are distracted by Russian.
Yeah, instant kill.
I don't want to make the joke, but it's so easy.
Don't
I was
do it.
no.
Rockets.
I'm just gonna do this and say nothing.
It happened again. Ah, he did. Okay, if you want some health, backtrack a bit. Go backwards to the start of the level. So outside and into this little cupboard that's right in front of you, and press the wall.
Ooh. Okay, where is the red one?
Quick save, and suddenly elevator.
What?
Rip and tear until it is done.
In this game, your objective is, if it moves, shoot the fuck out of it. Items, 5%. Excellent.
Whoa.
Very little items. I don't know where they are hidden. It's probably a lot of those little bonuses. Two health or 2 armor bonuses, because those count as
Yeah.
items.
Ender, my man, I know this very well. And why in the hell is it now so transparent? Okay, for some reason the chatting was transparent there for a moment.
Intermittently fixed.
Yeah, but it's fixed and not fixed, but oh well. Feeding the kitty.
You should know this. This is the first lesson on IT support. If you have a report that something doesn't work, wait for a few days. Maybe it fixes itself. And then start doing something.
That's
How
not
do I
a
make my diff transparent?
Don't give me war flashbacks, Kovic.
Or the other classic. Hello, I would like to center this diff.
As a joke, there is an internal GitHub in our school where I just uploaded 10 different ways to center a diff. And what is just by not giving a fuck and by just putting it in between center tags.
Or I like the JavaScript joke where they have a package is even and the code for the package is even is using package is odd, if not odd.
Yeah. Or the one where the one you see on a lot of bad code websites, like the odd and even one, and 1 is odd, 2 is even, 3 is odd, 4 is even, and then so on and so forth.
Yeah, the enormously huge Switch joke.
Yeah.
I have seen an upgrade on that joke recently going around, where it's a fake conversation, like, man, I have respect for the people who program chess, this is really hard, and it's if, move, one chessboard state. Another switch gates, another chessboard state. And he's like at like 90,000 chessboards. And I'm still going.
Like, if we make lame / dad jokes about coding and IT, I will say, do you want to hear a TCP joke?
Fuck, no.
Oh, you just got destroyed.
Where is some health coach?
I think we better have another subject. I think there are not a lot of IT folks in the chat.
Yes.
This game doesn't have a lot of story, but if it had, this level would be important story-wise. Because of something that we'll come across later. And also, speaking of later, in this level is a secret exit, so we want to take that.
I mean, in a lot of old school shooter games, like take also, for example, Doom, Blood, a lot of the storytelling is told through the environment and the level design. Like, in terms of cutscenes or story, there are only, correct me if I'm wrong, Kovic, 2, 3 text screens telling about the story from Doom?
You mean PC Doom?
Yeah.
So in Doom 1, you get 1 text screen per episode, so 3 or 4, depending on which version of Doom you play. And then in Doom 2, you have 1, 2, 3... I think 3, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Plus the final one, so 4, I guess.
Yeah, so a lot of the story is mainly told through the levels and everything. Of course, some parts of the levels are gamified, I call it, where they just pour in a lot of demons to make it somewhat challenging of a game. But yeah, a lot of the story is told through the environment and the atmosphere.
What story?
Well, whatever your mind cooks up, my friend.
What a shame we cannot jump.
Ah, fuck. Yeah.
And then, 20 years later, he learns to jump without fall damage. Or impact compensation in 2016's case.
Wait, I wonder if it even says impact compensation in Eternal, or if they just stopped bothering.
They stopped bothering.
Okay.
I am not seeing it anymore while I'm playing through Eternal lately. Because I have my new PC since last month, so I've been playing Doom Eternal sometimes when I'm not distracted by other games.
So, you got a new PC to play a game that was released
Shut
also
up!
on Switch?
Shut up! A while ago I felt bad by you saying I was distracted by Russian and me saying having raw flashbacks, Clement. Now I don't feel so bad anymore all of a sudden.
There's a switch I think you didn't press.
Talking about Switch.
Yeah, the skull right there.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, so on the other level, they were lighted, the skulls, and you had to unlight them. And here is the other way around.
Ender, you are talking about a game I refuse to play called Roblox.
That's cool.
I thought a game is more like an engine for kids.
Yeah. But there is an Roblox version of Doom ? Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. I mean, they ported a game like they tried to port a game like Phasmophobia to Roblox.
I played PlayStation Doom for the Doom speedrunning marathon, and as a part of the game lineup for that, a guy speedran a Doom mod for Minecraft. It was actually pretty impressive as a Minecraft mod.
In terms of impressive Minecraft stuff, did you know they have ported, and we know the game, they ported Phasmophobia to vanilla Minecraft. They did use command blocks and everything, and some custom textures, but most of the mechanics were implemented by vanilla Minecraft. The amount of things people can port to other stuff like Minecraft or Terraria or Doom. It's impressive what people can do.
Okay.
That's not going to work.
Okay, so I need some weapons, I guess.
I wonder if you scour around the outside of this castle, will you find any more ammo boxes? I will say, and I'm not saying this lightly, that you are a bit ammo wasteful. It takes you like 12 shells to kill a Hell Knight.
Instead of
6.
Oh, so I was waiting and thinking, should I ask this question, which playstyle does Clements have? I think me and Clements have the same playstyle in a shooter, and that's balls to the walls, not giving a fuck about ammo.
May not always go so well. My playstyle in particular is I'm trying to be extremely ammo efficient, and when I make custom levels, I force you to play like that. So if you try to play my level, for example, for this, you would probably run out of ammo.
you made this level?
No.
Secretly, he does.
What I meant by outside is jumping into the water again, to the actual outskirts of this. So you need to go to the other side of the battlements first, and then you can jump off. You get the creepy baby sounds in this level as well.
Oh, is my daughter?
No, it's
okay.
part of the soundtrack.
No, it's secretly his daughter recorded.
In 1997, wow.
Yeah.
Back to the Future. So there was some health, but
No, man. You don't know any secret around here, no?
no.
That's because in the last level I got only 5% of the items.
And I'm sorry that we don't have a cheat like Uragan Elsa on here.
Okay. And maybe I can kill him now because I have more health.
Yeah, time to chainsaw, I guess. I don't think you got a berserk, did you?
No, not
no.
in this level.
That but is automatically used when you get it, no?
Yeah, but it only lasts for the duration of the level, so if you didn't collect it
was
in this
about-
one...
I was about to say that does the berserk work the same way as on the D version, like
Whoa.
even
Oh.
when you
Look, I
Nice.
found a secret.
when you change to a weapon, does the berserk still stay active?
Yeah, there's the red screen effect, which is timed, but it's actually fake. You keep the super punch the whole level. Okay, time for
Excuse me.
Ripenterus.
Yes.
Nice.
It has been sliced
Good to
and
know.
diced.
What now?
Oh, did you see that?
What?
Go back.
Ooh.
It's but a piece of armor. And this is not even a secret?
No.
Nope. This is required progression.
Okay.
Now go outside and use the lift. And
Hey,
there
you
are
have
no
bullets.
bars. Slowly getting some ammo.
Okay.
Ender, you either use a translator or you know some Dutch because that's spot on.
Lots of switches, but it's not as bad as Hexen.
I'm surprised that you said that you find
Hexen
it
is not a
too,
game. Switch is the game.
too
with the
hard,
subtitle of
the Quake 2 campaign because of this.
Well, Quake doesn't have a use button, so it can't throw so many switch puzzles at you.
Yeah, but you said that you are getting lost through the campaign or to the original version because now you have a
PC Quake, I'm getting lost there.
yeah. But now you have the new version helps you a bit.
Oh yeah, you have the zoomer compass. That changes everything. I spam that shit all the time.
I'm curious how the expansion campaigns, the original 2 expansions are in this version, because I remember back in the day I didn't really enjoy them.
Yeah, I never played them.
Yeah, Quake is one of those games where I just play the first chapter and then get distracted by other games and then be like, I need to continue Quake and restart, play the first chapter and then get distracted by other games and the cycle continues. I don't know why Quake can't keep holding my attention like the others. I'm not saying I get bored by Quake, but essentially I'm low-key saying that.
I'm surprised. I don't know, I like it more than Quake 1. But I know that the majority consider the Quake 1 campaign better.
The remaster helped me realize that Quake 2 gameplay is fun. It's good, but just in the original, getting lost trying to find the objectives and going through hubs there and back again through the same maps, it was weighing the game down. Now that you can just press a button and it tells you where to go, you don't have to keep getting lost anymore. You can play more of the game. It helps the pacing immensely.
Yeah, but getting lost was just artificial lengthening of the game.
See, that's a wasted shot right there.
Ah, okay.
If it's in the falling down animation, don't shoot it again.
So you've got the red key now, so you should open the red door.
Where is the red door? Okay.
Oh yeah, this room. BFG, BFG.
That big f***ing gun.
BFG is good, use it.
Ah,
This is not the BFG.
oh,
And now you
Nope.
don't have enough ammo, because you shot too much of the plasma. Just
Djokovic,
load
you are
it,
not
load
muted.
it.
You are not muted, Kovic. So, can we play in this game Civi's most favorite games of humiliating the Cyber Demon?
Yes,
Excellent.
that comes later.
uh,
Okay, try again and shoot it before you open the door, so that the blast comes out when you open it. I think that was much better.
ah,
These are Hell Knights, if I remember my Doom lore correctly.
These are red, they're barons. Oh wow, another one.
Barons, yeah.
ah, fuck.
Yeah, Hell Knights and Barons are pretty tanky.
So a fun thing is, in the original PC Doom, they have the same texture, they're just color swapped, and they put in a special condition in the game's code so that they cannot infight each other. If a Baron hits a Hell Knight, they will not retaliate. But in here, it's not present. So a Baron can kill a Hell Knight and vice versa.
When I hear trivia like that, I'm always like, why did they do that? What made them to make those changes? Did they either not get complete access to the source code, so they tried to build it as closely as possible and didn't notice it that they didn't invite? Or did someone at the team said, no, this needs to change?
Here's my explanation. All the console Dooms are built from the Atari Jaguar port, which was part of Doom 1. In Doom 1 there are only Barons, there are no Hell Knights. So the Hell Knights here are brand new, and so they just never got the special condition to prevent infighting.
Yeah. Also, now is a very interesting moment to talk about this weapon, because Doom Guy even says, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, so this is the story moment I was talking about, because here you find the Unmaker, the special weapon of Doom 64, a demon gun. It uses normal cell ammo for shooting, but this is the best gun in the game
The
with an
unmated.
asterisk. Because when you pick it up normally, it's actually worse than a plasma rifle. But for every demon key you collect, the weapon powers up. If you get 1 demon key, it's better. It's slightly better than a plasma rifle because it shoots faster. If you get 2, it's very strong. And if you pick up 3 demon keys, it's overpowered. It positively trivializes the rest of the game, provided you can keep enough ammo to feed it.
And with demon keys, you mean the blue, red, and yellow key, or something?
No. So that's a demon key. They're sometimes also called the artifact. Is a special kind of pickup, and there is 1 in every secret level. So right now, Clement has collected 1, because we did 1 secret level in the last stream. If you open the auto map, you can actually see how many keys you picked up, because they're in the... You can't really see it because it's covered by the webcam, but you can see that little...
So he picked up Clement keys.
Yeah. It's under me. 1. Okay, how do I get that yellow key?
Yeah, use the lift to get on the battlements again. Other way. And I talked about the secret exit. Do you see the soul sphere there? You need to run.
Strafe jump.
Yeah, you need to run quickly across the gap.
Oh, is that the one where you need to go through a fake wall?
Yes.
I remember that from seeing Civi's video.
Yeah, so the platform where the soul sphere is shaped like an arrow, which gives you the hint. So you need to stay on top of that platform with where the soul sphere was.
Ah.
Why didn't I see this coming?
Right, now if you open the map, you will see that the platform is shaped like an arrow-ish. So run where the arrow points.
This direction, no?
Yeah.
Or this? Okay. Wow.
Run past it. Ignore it. You cannot kill it with your ammo. Oh, it has to die? I thought it would just lower with line def. Well.
Chainsaw it, motherfucker.
It doesn't seem... I don't think this is going to happen. Ow. Ow. Okay.
Okay.
Good enough.
We changed out the motherfucker.
Yes.
Welcome to the secret exit.
So we have a secret level now, no?
Yep.
And we have a demon key in this one, or no?
Yes.
Write down the password, guys. It's gonna be important later.
Only on console.
You smile. What strange place have you stumbled upon? The demon Skovich is in the way. You survived these 4. You feel their demonic presence waiting for you. Let them taste their guts!
I remember that from Civi's video about Doom 64. He mentioned that all the text screens are very edgy in this game.
Level 30.
This level has a very funny glitch / unintended thing, hard to say. If you're willing to cheat for a minute, we can show it off.
Okay.
After you kill these guys, You can make a hard save, and then we'll do the cheat.
And the cheat is up, up, down, down, left, right, A, B.
Now a console cheat, like a command console. By pressing the key under escape, you should be able to, yeah, and no clip should work.
No clip like this. Okay.
Something happened?
Cheats have been enabled. All achievements will be disabled.
Once you load the save, you should be okay with achievements again. But yeah, now you can run through walls, and now run sort of past the wall behind you to the outside of the map.
This way?
Yeah, like this way, and
Just go.
don't go too far, because then you will run into the darkness like this. So go back to the wall. Basically, there's a little area where there's still floor. Yeah, this one. And now you can disable the cheats now, so that you don't run out again. But basically,
no
there is
clip
a
again?
small... Yeah, no clip again. It will toggle it back off. And basically, there's a small line on the floor here. If you go into the middle of this sort of area. Yeah, in here. And I think if you open the map, you should be able to see the lines. Maybe you will need to zoom. Oh yeah, switch them to the non-textured mode. So press the map again. Yeah, like, and do you see those little lines, the two lines there?
The angle thing and the...
Yeah, there's like a red one and a yellow one right next to it.
Yes.
Yeah, at the left.
Yeah, so there are two lines on the floor, and I don't know why they're there. They are remains of some macros, I think. But you can use them, and one of them is set to warp you to level 70, but level 70 doesn't exist, and so the game just gives you final credits. And
Ooh.
this is used in a speedrun category to wrong warp into the credits, and that's technically considered finishing the game.
Basically any percent.
Yeah, it's called any percent warped, the category, because it uses a wrong warp. And then there's normal any percent, which goes through the campaign legitimately. And the way you get here without cheats is with some very, very dank platforming. So if you can you try using the map to press the button, you can show off the credits warp. The line is very, very small, so your best bet is to just look roughly in. Yeah, look straight ahead, basically, flush with the invisible wall here, and just spam the use key, and eventually you should hit it.
And it's not a shoot button.
No, not the shoot button, the use button.
Man, the game crashed.
Really?
Yeah. So, are you sure that this
Welcome to a climate stream.
this works on this version of the game?
Yeah, I did it.
Nice one. Okay.
Secretly, it's a crash. It's not a warp, it's a crash.
Okay.
Oh, we
Blue
don't
screen.
have to show it off, but I would definitely
Oh,
want to
it's
talk
a
about it.
full crash. Oh!
It's a full crash, yeah.
Oh, fuck!
It's a blue screen.
No, this sounds like what's the technical term for it? Not starvation. I'm thinking of a word and I'm gonna remember it after stream, guaranteed. A deadlock. That was the word I was looking for. It felt like it was asking resources that weren't being released by something else.
Anyway, I think I found the spot.
Yeah,
Uh,
we got glitchy climate stream confirmation.
okay.
Photosensitive warning. I can make photosensitive things.
Kovic doesn't understand what happened.
Now he's theorizing. What would make this happen?
Anyway,
And how can I use it to stop people from breaking my record?
let's go with the level and maybe we'll try it later after Kovic is doing his research.
I don't know why it crashed, and the line is impossibly small. I think it's probably either 16 or 32 units, so I can't come up with a way to guide you to it in a way that you would press it quickly. So I say let's ignore this.
The invisible pinkies were called specters, right?
Yes.
I'm trying to remember my Doom enemies. I keep forgetting them. I once called an imp a revenant. So, remind me, Kovic, which Doom enemies aren't the full version?
In what version?
In this version.
Oh yes, so they cut the Revenant because it had a lot of animation frames. They cut the what?
No, I had a
He
hard
died.
save.
They cut the Archvile for the same reason, and then they cut they cut the Spider Mastermind because she is too large, and then they cut the Chain Gunner for some reason. That one is the one that makes the least sense for me why they cut it.
Yeah, Spider Mastermind. Yeah, I can understand. But they add a new enemy in this game, right?
Yep, the Mother Demon, the final boss. And also technically the Nightmare Imp, but that's just a reskin.
I was thinking about that one. And what's the difference between an imp and a nightmare imp?
Nightmare Imp is... It has a different color. The projectile is faster. They are semi-translucent, so they're technically harder to see. And they should do a little more damage, I think.
At first, I thought they were blue-purple, but now that you say they are translucent, I see it. I just thought they were like blue-purple. Like in Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild and the Kingdom, you have those, you have enemies that go in different colors for the further you are in the game. The more you get a higher tiered color, and it goes from red to blue to white to silver to gold. So when I see an enemy that's more red brownish go to a more bluish tint, I feel like it's just an upgraded version of for fuck's sake. I didn't live that far from the river from my hometown, and a party boat just docked. And to not hear it, I would have to close my windows, but then it would heat up in my apartment like crazy. So I hope it doesn't get picked up on the mic.
Wait, yeah, I can't hear it, so you're good.
but I hear it above the noise filtering of my headset, so... Yeah, indeed. That's a spider mastermind.
No, that's the small one, the arachnotron. Shoots plasma instead of having a chain gun.
Yeah. That's what I always forget in terms of Doom enemies, that the Spider Mastermind and the Arachnotron are not the same enemy. Now, if we would talk classic Doom enemies, is this a mixture of Doom 1 and 2, or mostly Doom 1 enemies?
A Doom 1 is a subset of Doom 2. Doom 2 has all Doom 1 enemies and more, so...
True, obviously.
And in terms of... so this is Doom 2, but fewer enemies. The ones that were cut. Yeah, you can now collect the demon key. It's a little puzzle. If you go to the top floor and you look around, you will find a switch that's shootable. So you will need some bullets for that. Maybe try using a different weapon here. Otherwise, you will screw yourself over.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Would you make a level like this without bullets uncompletable?
It wouldn't be uncompletable, but you couldn't get the key anymore.
Yeah, the key is bonus. Okay, so where is it?
There it is, yet.
That one?
That one, yeah.
And how it is activated?
The fucker that hides.
And now turn left, because there's another one. You need to shoot 2 in succession in order to unlock the key. So you shoot the first one, and then the second one appears somewhere. And it's time. You need to shoot both of them in succession. So this is slightly hard on N64, because you have to do the flick with the controller.
Yeah, and the N64...
Oh, look, a plasma. Can you get it?
Plasma where?
There, where the ammo is. Nice.
And I was about to say the N64 controller isn't the finest of controllers. Mario Party 1, anyone? For those who are not knowing what I'm referencing and are too young to watch this stream, basically, I totally mean that in Mario Party 1, Nintendo actually got sued for hand injuries because the mini games were that repetitive on the stick, and the engraving were causing people blisters and stuff like that.
And it killed the stick, all the rotating.
True.
Or down the plastic.
And
Imagine...
which is the safest way to play the game then?
I think they recommended to play it with gloves.
I don't believe
Oh,
this.
really?
Yeah.
These days you can use a third-party controller, so that you don't destroy your sticks. Because they're also having
And
a
your
really
hand.
nice... And the hand. Because these days having a really nice stick is kind of valuable.
Yeah.
A nice
To play
original
Indiana
stick.
Jones and the Infernal Machine on N64.
Nah,
Yeah,
just get a
climate.
third-party stick for that.
Yeah.
It's more either the Mario people or the GoldenEye people who really care about having nice sticks.
And maybe the perfect dog people too.
And that's just GoldenEye people.
Yeah.
It's ostensibly the same game with a reskin.
The Shooter 64 people, let's say it like.
Except Quake 2. Quake 2, for some reason, has a really sensitive stick. So even if you go set minimum sensitivity in the options menu, you still move the stick slightly and you do a 180 almost.
Oh dear. Meanwhile, we are talking over while Clement is trying to get the armor.
Or
Wow!
so now that you have the second key, you can try your
Not
newly
flying.
upgraded Unmaker. See how it works.
It unmakes the demons. I'm sorry, I have an actual pun detected by me.
Oh yeah, the Mega Armor. If you press one of the statues, you should get stairs. I don't remember which one it is though.
Imagine that suddenly one of these statues comes alive. And it doesn't even play a sound. That's nasty.
Oh yeah, silent stairs. That's a thing that can happen.
Okay.
I'm so used to secrets playing a sound like playing Zelda Tomb Raider, and here the secrets don't even have a sound. You have like, you found the secret, and that's everything.
Okay. I still need to press the switch, I guess. Ooh.
You found another secret item, supercharged for the second or third time this level.
The game can be generous
Yeah.
sometimes.
On which difficulty are we playing?
The middle one.
Normal.
Yeah, they have fancy names in these boomer shooters always.
Yeah. I'm not. I don't dare to name them because previous time when I was naming difficulties, Clement got a rocket to the face.
Come, get some.
And damn, I'm good. Rocket in the face.
You can see the short. I made a short video with that moment. It's on the channel.
Yeah, I was looking on my second screen listing these difficulties, and then I look over and I see you dead, and you clearly hear a pause from me when I look over from one monitor to the next.
Huh? This is it?
Yeah. Those
And you
secret
have the
levels
key?
in the secret levels in Doom are rather short in nature.
Well,
Oh.
the one in the last stream wasn't, because we spent a lot of
100%.
time on a puzzle there.
Okay, now back to the main
A regularly scheduled.
Scheduled programming.
level 13.
This one.
For
Oh,
any superstitious people, this is level 12.2.
if you go back into the starting area, there's a shotgun on the floor.
Now, something I sometimes like to do is, and now the L emulator is supported, but having the ROM debug menu running on my other screen while I'm playing through one of the games, just to see which things get stored in memory and stuff like that.
It's 4 missed shots in a row. Oh my god.
Okay, we know Kovic's weak point, wasting ammo. So, if we would do a Halloween stream, how to get Kovic scared? Just a lot of wasted shots.
What's your costume? I'm an empty shotgun.
Now, what I do notice in Doom 64 compared to Doom on PC is Doom on PC is more of a power fantasy, and Doom 64 maybe because of trying to
What happened?
What?
that's a troll. But to finish my thought, maybe to conserve some space, is this feels survival horror-y because of the more limited ammo.
I do think that we've been a little ambitious with the difficulty, considering it took 40 shells to bring down 2 barons. But I also think that it was on purpose, because you also have the ambient soundtrack, so they're definitely leaning more into the horror side of Doom rather than the action side. It's still actiony in the gameplay, but not in the atmosphere. You don't get metal riffs and those thrash metal riffs.
Yeah, you don't
the
get
original.
any Andrew Holschultz
my
music
God.
and everything like that. I don't know exactly who did the soundtrack of the original Dooms,
Bobby Prince.
but I do know that the latest music was Andrew Holschultz in the Doom Eternal DLCs.
Yeah, he did it. The 2 guys did it, so it was half Holschult and half another guy whose name I don't really remember. I want to say it's like David Levy or something like that.
Yeah, the one you remixed on your channel.
I didn't mix any DLC songs.
Well, organized in the correct.
I did it before the DLC came out. I did it like 1 month after the game came out or something like that. Maybe 2 months.
Mick Gordon.
Yeah, Mick Gordon did the base game music, but the DLCs was 2 guys, Andrew Holschult and 1 more.
I am googling. Is
My favorite track from the DLCs is Blood Swamps, and that was not by Holschult.
Come on. It just links me to the music. I'm looking for the composers. What name did you say? Kovic? Who do you think it is? Because I think you said Lovey earlier, and that's the exact full name. Now, who did the music for Doom 64?
That's Aubrey Hodges, who specializes in ambient tracks. He did also music for Quake 64 and Quake 2 64.
Yeah, I have his whole Wikipedia. The reason I stopped is because he also worked on Doom Eternal music. According to his Wikipedia page.
Ah, fuck.
Just to
Yeah.
name a few of Aubrey Hodges, his music is... He worked on the original Doom's music as well.
No, that's
Of course,
just not true.
then... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm misreading this Wikipedia article. He has contributed to the original Doom.
Still not true. They might be crediting him for music on the PlayStation Doom port, which he also did. But he didn't. He had nothing to do with the PC original.
Okay, now I see. Man, this table is very confusing because they merged some cells and then split some cells. It's very confusing to read on this Wikipedia page.
I'm not surprised that it was hard for you to Google the other guy's name for the DLCs, because it just doesn't come up. And so many people I've seen right now, just Googling it myself, they just credit the whole thing to Hulschult, and I think that's really unfair to Mr. Levy.
True. And to Hulschult as well, because he is a very good music composer, but he is not that guy. He doesn't like taking credits for other people's work.
Oh my god.
But Andrew Hulschult makes amazing shooter music, in my opinion. Like, one of my favorite shooters I gave Clement as a return Christmas present was Nightmare Reaper, and he did the music for that game as well. And man, is that some good music. But I think Doom set kind of the precedent that shooters like this need to either have a more horror, creepy ambient soundtrack, or just metal power fantasy music. I have a really hard time naming games that have another style of soundtrack than those two styles in the boomer shooter genre or these kind of shooters. In before, a lot of corrections from chat and Kovic and Clement very soon.
You're saying it's either very loud music or creepy ambient music?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, I think I have some exceptions in mind. The medieval fantasy shooters, Heretic and Hexen, especially Heretic, doesn't do 100% creepy ambient music. There are some very nice tracks from Heretic which are not loud because they do medieval instruments and stuff, but it's quite melodic and not creepy.
But sometimes exceptions make the rule.
Specific track I would recommend from Heretic. It's my favorite track is from E1M2 The Docks.
Oh yeah, that's an amazing track. Heretic is one of my maybe some controversial opinion incoming. I prefer Heretic over Doom.
That's fair, to each their own.
And I just like when shooters have those small more power-ups you can store instead of now you need to use it immediately. And that I don't like in the original Doom. Granted, you don't really have power-ups you should be saving.
Okay, now you
Apart
need to
from
run back
this-
where you came from quickly, Clement, otherwise you will waste this invulnerability.
Where? Here?
Yeah, go up the elevator. Turn left on the first opportunity, then turn left again. Run, 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 run. Take the right. And turn right again. Or you can kill these guys, but uh-oh. Oh well.
Now it will be a game of strafe, motherfucker, strafe!
No.
Is it me, or am I drunk, or are they multiplying?
They're not multiplying. I
They
wonder,
are,
do you have a BFG shot that you could use?
they are hitting each other's ass.
No.
Unfortunate. You do have a nice number of rockets though.
No, Blue is saying something in chat I heavily... I would never, ever say that I don't like Doom. No.
I don't like Doom. It's coarse, rough, irritating, and it plays everywhere.
Yeah, even on pregnancy test. Have you read that article of that guy who programmed Doom on a pregnancy test? Man, that's it. Anyhow, let me rephrase my earlier statement like this. If, as a father, I need to choose between who is my favorite my favorite kid, and I have a kid named Doom, and I have a kid named Heretic, my favorite child would be Heretic, but I both love my children sorta equally.
And your other child, Hexen, is buried in the garden.
Yeah, with a lot of blood on it.
Ah, now you see why you wanted the in the wall.
Oh my god.
So there's a blue key in the middle of all those arrows. Ah, you didn't make it in time. You can probably load the quick save to save some health. Now you have no choice.
Oh god.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel that those fireball launchers from Doom Eternal kind of reference it. These... Sorry for that. So, those fireball launchers from Doom Eternal kind of reference the spike launchers, or did we have those fireball launchers in Doom 3?
Nope. Nothing like that in Doom 3. Doom 3 is very boring.
And dark.
I meant boring in terms of environments and that.
It's very...
I don't hate Doom 3.
It's
very
like,
grounded is the word I would use.
Like I said yesterday, what else? Something I can expand upon is something I don't like about the game either. If a game is very similar in location, unless it's themed for that location, like Ankh is a point-and-click game based on Egypt mythology, and then I can totally understand you stay in Egypt. But I rather have you have a section inside the pyramids, inside another tomb, outside on a market, by the river Nile, etc., etc. But like I said this in maybe today or yeah, I said this today when I was praising the graphics of Doom 64. Like the original Doom is you have first a bit of cave castle levels, and then you have very hell. You go from brown and gray to red. And
one thing I would like to mention is in this area. So Doom 64 on N64 usually runs very well, locked 30, but this is one area where you get less FPS because
most
it's so
likely in
open.
those, and also those arrow spike room will not do any good in the frame rate department.
I don't actually recall how the arrows affect the frame rate. I'll have a look.
I would imagine it might lag out the game a bit since it has a lot of moving.
Oh, good.
I have a playthrough recorded, so I'll look at that.
Oh, God. I don't have any weapons.
You do have a weapon. It's called the.
I actually cannot tell from my playthrough because I played the PAL version, which is locked to 25, pretty much always.
That's fair.
Because it doesn't have the target 30, target's 25, so it's just never drops.
Ah, no.
So, trying to teach Clement about ammo conservation.
We are playing Resident Doom.
Yeah, but in Resident Evil, you also really need to be very careful in using all your ammo.
You need to skip a lot of enemies, in fact.
Yeah, I think I talked about this yesterday as well. Like I screwed myself over in Resident Evil 4, the original, by the way.
Opens.
The original Resident Evil 4, because I don't have enough ammo for. Well, I have just enough ammo to defeat a boss, and I'm not that good of a shot on a controller, so kinda gave up.
At least in the first 3 Resident Evils, you get auto aim.
Yeah. I'm thinking about the name of the boss. It's the little guy in the castle. It's Salazar is popping in my head, but that's not correct.
I've seen the video published by Digital Foundry.
It is Salazar, I remember correctly. What the hell?
And they are talking about the updated AI for the Quake 2. So there's another reason why it seems so hard, this version.
Oh yeah, the Berserkers got that really annoying jump. That was cut for a reason. It's so annoying.
They said in the video that basically the AI from the original version was broken because it wasn't finished for Quake 2. And the enemies didn't even follow you to the level.
Yeah, like better pathfinding, I'm on board with. The fact that some of the enemies can now jump down from high up platforms is okay sometimes. I think sometimes the level was not made in mind with that. But the Berserker jump, that's just pure bullshit in my opinion. He jumps half a kilometer away and he knocks you the other half. I am on the lookout for shotguns on the floor. Oh.
But mosquitoes. That's a mosquito down.
Ah,
I'm sorry for laughing, but I just find it a bit entertaining that you are afraid of falling off a little bookcase.
no, I wanted to go further to take the health.
Ammo.
Oh, there's even the rockets there.
Yeah. Ooh. Ah, damn. Where is it? Okay.
It's some good sound design on the elevators, by the way, because they managed to find a sound that works in both the tech-based levels and the hell levels. So they use one sound the entire game, which saves memory, and the atmosphere still works. Same with the doors, in my opinion.
Seeing these narrow ledges really reminds me of that.
What? Oh, you just got
It got
screwed.
rocket boosted.
What happened?
You got hit by some projectile from the other room.
Oh god.
So what I wanted to say about the ledges is, remember that Carl Jobs video from years ago now, of that one Doom level speedrun with the narrow ledges?
Level 24.
Yeah. That he should create more videos like that where he looks, well, does a summoning salt. I will say it like that.
Yeah, more Doom summoning souls would be very nice for the individual level, rather than what he's mostly doing now, which is either cheating scandal, Billy Mitchell, or
Todd Rogers.
Yeah, Todd Rogers and Billy Mitchell.
Yeah,
Or
the
Minecraft.
amount of Billy Mitchell and Todd Rogers videos is getting out of hand. He is, I'm sorry, but he is milking that whole situation.
Yeah, I get that that Mitchell is an incompetent lying buffoon, but maybe something fresh would be nice.
Yeah, but by the third video he made about it, I just watching and I am like, I get it, man. Just like now, the whole
Nothing
tech,
in this room. You've been here 3 times.
like the whole tech community here on YouTube is on fire because the whole Linus Tech Tip scandal that is going around.
Nothing in this room either.
You went
In
here
this
4
room?
times.
Try the other room, the one you haven't been to yet.
Okay. Where is it?
The one you haven't been in before, over there.
This one?
Yeah.
I've been here. There are dead people around.
I see dead people.
Magic of a pressed button.
Something maze. Ah, wall humping.
Never hurts.
The amount of time I did that in Wolfenstein is insane. I see dead people is a oh yeah, that's a cheat code in Warcraft 3. I don't remember what it does from the top of my head, but when I was younger...
Try rockets. Man, chain gun on these muscle dudes is so wasteful.
So as a kid, I used to have a whole binder full of printed out cheat code lists for all the games I played. So I didn't have to remember what each code did. I do remember a few, like motherloads in The Sims, or a few from Age of Empires. But,
Did you cheat on Sims?
Yeah, I mean, what's the harm in cheating in single-player games?
I don't know. I don't like cheating. Usually.
I mean, I have two finished rounds on Universalis full with cheats, and
How do you
it's just
cheat in EU?
sometimes you can bring up the command console.
Yeah, but what do you cheat for in that game?
Forced annexation.
Ah.
And you can choose, I annexed Great Britain to its colony, America. So America was suddenly in Europe. Man, it was funny. To do random shit like that, it's sometimes just funny. And Kovic will know when I say, I annexed the Papal State to France.
Clement, did you get the
Q4.
secret yet?
What
There's a
secret?
secret soul sphere.
Where?
Turn right, and then there's a fake wall on the left where the grown texture is. With these vines, one of these will go back slightly. Further back. Further.
Ah, fuck.
Okay, let's try it again. Turn left. And now turn left. No, the wall itself is fake. Go back.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I can go through a wall even while Kovic said I was able to do it. Man, that was a very English sentence I just spoke there.
Ammo!
This lighting engine in 64 just adds so much to the atmosphere. It's insane. It was like this on original hardware as well?
Yeah.
Jeez. You would think this is a more modern invention, this kind of lighting, but then you see it being used in games like this and you're like, oh my.
I guess you think that the light emanates from the center, from the fire. It's all faked, but it's done so well. It's very, very atmospheric and convincing.
Exactly. I was surprised when you said that it was all faked.
Yeah, so the light emanates from sectors, which is part of the floor, in simple terms. And in the PC Doom, you just have monochromatic lighting, which means it's either black or white or steps in between. I think there's 16 steps of light that you can do. But in Doom 64, first of all, you have colors, so full true color range of colors, 32 bits.
Like this light is yellow because
Yep.
fire.
And I said it last time, but why not? You have
Oh, God.
5 separate lights that you choose per sector. You have the floor, you have the ceiling, and then you have the lower edge of the wall and the top edge of the wall. You could just run past him and press the exit switch, but that would not be clever.
Yeah. So we were talking about lights.
Yeah, you have
Let's see,
the ceiling,
100%.
the floor, and then the bottom edge of the wall and the top edge of the wall. And if you set different colors on the wall, then the colors between the two edges get interpolated. So if you set the bottom one to blue and the top one to red, you will get a blend from one color to the other with, you know, many shades in between.
Yeah. So earlier you talked about various light steps. For non-technical people watching, what do you mean by light steps?
In PC Doom?
Yeah.
So the color, I mean the light, is a value from 0 to 255, but it steps by 8. So it's not actually, you don't get 255 different shades or 256 different shades,
8,
but only
16,
16.
32, 40, and so on and so forth. It's very strange. The
Yeah, I guess
steps
it
of
was
8. Steps of 8 I would never expect, since I know that byte is 4 bits. Am I saying it right, or is it vice versa?
1 byte is 8 bits.
8? Isn't it 4?
Nope.
Then I am remembering things wrong. Why am I always thinking that 1 byte is 4 bits?
If you have
where am I getting
something
that?
written in hexadecimal, then 1 byte is 2 hexadecimal digits, which means you get 2 digits per byte, and 1 digit is 4 bits. Right? 255 in hexadecimal is FF.
The first processors were 4 bits. I was confusing with that in my mind.
The platform in the middle there went down with the button.
What?
Look behind you.
I find this very cute. Meanwhile, I am looking and researching why I am. You know the name of 4 bits? How that is called?
It has a really stupid name. I might remember that, but
Yeah, I'm looking at the answer right now. I'm waiting to say it.
it's some stupid made-up word. It's like dorp or something. I don't remember.
No.
Like
When you bite on something, you can on it.
no, I don't recall.
You can nibble on it.
Yeah, that's the stupid word.
Those kind of we have a Dutch word for it, and I'm convinced there's an English word for it. But if I literally translate the Dutch word, it's like a donkey bridge. And it's just a trick to help you remember stuff. Like, if I would try to remember a nibble, is you can bite on something, but you can also on it.
I think the fancy term for what you're describing is mnemotechnics.
Yeah, basically.
Funny that you call it donkey bridge, because
In Dutch.
yeah, it means something else in Czech.
Oh, really?
A donkey bridge. That's
Let
a
me
donkey
guess
bridge.
a bad word.
No. It's a donkey bridge is like when you transition from one conversation to another in a really awkward way.
Ah, you have a word for that in Czech?
Yeah, and it's a donkey bridge.
Ah, that's interesting. I don't think we would even have a word in English or Dutch for that.
I think having a word is not the right way to describe it. It's a
Expression.
phrase, yeah, expression.
Expression. Oh yeah, no. We sorta have an expression for that in Dutch as well, and if I literally played it, it's jumping from the cat on the branch. But that is not exactly changing the subject in a weird way. That's the expression more means like if I start talking about, for example, about how expressions in different languages, suddenly start talking about how the biology of a cat works, like jumping from topic to topic to topic to topic without finishing one topic or one conversation about it.
Oh, these souls, they are so strong. They're true
and
glass cannons.
And they home in Doom 64 instead of more
they're
wandering.
They're not homing. They charge in a direction, and you can avoid them. So it's not.
Yeah,
that
that's
bad.
actually that's more what I meant to say, but explain it very wrongly. Thank you for the correction.
So here's an ammo saving trick. Use the chainsaw on the pinky demons, because they cannot stand it.
They always get into the pain state.
Yep. Exactly. And I touched upon this in the last stream. The chainsaw. Did I say chain gun? I meant chainsaw on the pinky demons to save ammo.
Okay.
May I have a moment, Kovic? Clement, are you deaf?
No,
I think I may have fucked up myself here.
I was convinced that he said the.
By the way, when you did the puzzle here to get that shotgun, there's a similar one symmetrically on the other side of this castle. So you could get some more ammo there.
Yeah, and I saw an ammo bag pass 2 or 3 times on the top of a stair.
That's might require a jump get, but oh, nice, lots of rockets. Yeah, the chainsaw is buffed in Doom 64. It has 2 blades in the art, and they reflected this in the mechanics because it has double the fire speed than in PC Doom. And double fire speed is extremely useful for to pain states.
Exactly. Oh, exactly.
Ah.
If only the jump was invented, you wouldn't be able to make this. Something strafing.
What do we get? A rocket launcher. Good point about the backpack. If you want to get that one as well. I think that was the other side.
Yeah, it's the other side. That's a chain gun over there.
Can you climb on top of the ramparts here? Because there's a smaller step in between the larger step. Nice. So from here you could totally run there. Try a strafe run.
If I suddenly start hitting myself or hitting the air here, I have a mosquito problem here, so trying to hit mosquitoes. Since I am also the guy that very easily gets stung by those little pests. Stung, that's the better term.
Need a longer run up. A little more.
Right distance, wrong location.
Wrong trajectory.
Oh, that's the word in English.
Oh, right. And the symmetrically on the other side there would be a backpack, which is also a lot of ammo. There's something that Civi mentioned in his video, that this is sort of the generic Doom 64 level that comes to mind for a lot of people. A castle surrounded by water.
Yeah.
I don't think it happens that often, but if I got $1 for every level like this in Doom 64, I think I would have about 3, which...
Which is weird that it happened twice.
Let alone 3 times.
Wrong quote.
You definitely see more water in this game than I think all the other games combined. Actually, maybe not Doom Eternal. There's some water in Eternal.
Yeah, I haven't... I think I only played 2 hours on it for now.
The baby steps.
Yeah. Not because it's too difficult or too hard. Oh, let me rephrase it. There is now one section is I am not used to the ammo mechanics in Doom Eternal yet, and I'm so used to the Doom 2016 fighting mechanics, and I'm always trying to apply them on Doom Eternal, which is a very, very, very bad idea.
Oh yeah, that's something a lot of people struggled with. Just there's a part of the community that just could not accept the changed mechanics in Doom Eternal. They tried to play it as Doom 2016, which means in Doom 2016 you don't really need to worry about ammo. You can basically finish the entire game with the super shotgun.
Yeah.
And that's
besides,
not
you have a pistol with infinite ammo too.
Oh, you don't want to chainsaw these guys. They explode on death.
I also wasn't able to finish Doom Eternal.
I am planning on finishing Doom Eternal for sure, but
Yeah, I started on a harder difficulty, and I don't know about.
You can always change it in Doom Eternal.
Yeah. But it's like the Resident Evil 4 remake. Like, they changed so many mechanics to trip up veteran players of Resident Evil. It's very funny. Like, how the knife breaks.
What? Keep firing the rockets. Don't look back.
Don't give a fuck about health. Just keep shooting. Just keep
The
shooting.
pain elementals need to die ASAP. If you let them spawn any skulls, you're screwed.
Yeah. I was trying to find up a joke, but yeah, I can't find any.
They're
I
dead.
have no
They're dead.
good
Stop.
jokes in my skull.
Oh, they're eating each other.
They are hungry.
And if you swing around the other side of this, there will be some ammo there. This is a very symmetrical level. Ooh, that was close.
Ah!
I really find it funny sometimes that Clemens get jumped by enemies.
Wait to see me in VR playing Resident Evil.
I can't wait.
You can get a glimpse of it on my other channel. I will send you exactly the moment. They were making fun of me on Discord about that.
Making fun of friends. Who does that?
You just run away and leave them to their own devices for a while. The Lost Souls is the only enemy apart from the hit scanners that is willing to infight with itself, the same enemy type. So if you have a room full of Lost Souls and you let them be for a bit, they'll eat each other. There's
I'm
a
not
button.
gonna say anything.
A may come when we leave a level with more ammo than we came with, but it is
Yeah.
not this day. That's my favorite Lord of the Rings quote.
Lord of the Rings has guns.
Now, obviously adjusted quote, but it's. They may
Imagine Lord of
come.
the Rings.
They may come where the courage of men fails, but it is not this day.
Imagine Lord of the Rings with guns.
I honestly think they should have just fired a howitzer into Mordor.
I shall
Get-
say something that's getting very predictable. Guess who hasn't seen Lord of the Rings?
What?
Oh god.
Like,
Really?
guess who hasn't seen Star Wars? Yes, I'm a culture swine in some aspects. But I have
Yeah,
seen
the
a
level
lot
is
of Japanese
symmetrical.
anime
You could
though.
just walk through the first part that you already cleared. Lots of dead shotgun dudes there with their shotguns.
Subtitle, more ammunition. Kovici hasn't noticed the message yet.
Please go down and collect all the shotguns.
Yeah.
What?
Just read the message, Clement.
I need to change the view. Okay.
Fine. Excuse me.
Remember this message very well, Clement. That's a big boy. I would give that a rocket or two.
I'm starting to change my way of playing this game.
Yeah, I said with the message, like, ammo can be preserved, conserved, and saved. Signed, Kovic and Neko. Like, it's what I said earlier. This game it goes more to the survival horror style of being a shooter. And one of the main aspects of survival horror is giving you just enough resources to handle the situation
Well, I guess it depends on the level of difficulty.
and the style of player. Like, I am also sometimes like you, like, ammo conservation and preservation. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, because usually in Doom games, it isn't a problem.
Yeah, it's more of a power fantasy than anything else.
What
But,
the fuck?
wait until you get deeper in Nightmare Reaper, my man. Oh man. The amount of enemy rooms you get, it's insane.
Okay, I'm in a bad situation here.
You got nibbled by a lost soul. For some reason, I think I'm getting in that time of night where lame jokes are coming to me, and even me using dated memes in my head, like lost souls are asking, "Do you know the way?" Man, that's a meme from years ago. Now, something that might have been said in the previous stream. Were there quick saves in the original N64? I don't think so.
Huh? What is this?
The exit.
Fucking shit. Okay, I need some ammo, otherwise.
Oh, you just... Oh yeah, you were not that type of gamer. To ignore some enemies. Because the exit is right bloody there.
Yeah, but I don't have any chances to get through them.
Hello.
He doesn't have enough ammo.
Even with all the shotguns.
Something being wasteful.
Oh, don't tell me you went back and killed all the barons.
Maybe.
Subtitle of Clement. Yeah, I did.
Ah, okay, where? Ah, fuck.
It's not the Clement stream with the needed jag.
Are there no more shotguns on the balcony?
Okay.
Ah, see, there's plenty of shotguns. Use the simple one for the souls.
Why do I recognize part of the sound effects of the Lost Souls? It sounds like a pitch shifted Pinky.
I think a lot of demons just share a sound.
Yeah.
Press the button and run away. Press the button and run away.
What button?
In the corner.
Ah. I need to change my style of play if I want to finish this one.
I will just pop this message up again and say no.
Oh no, this level. I
Oh,
mean,
God.
what? Okay, so first of all, there's tricks. Do you see these faces? Press them. You get weapons.
So this is sorta kinda an easier level to pistol start since you have weapons at the start here.
Yeah, if you don't know about this, then you are so fucked.
Oh dear fuck.
Yeah, I recommend closing the door now and just let
Yeah.
them do their thing. You use the door again and that closes it. Or it should at least.
True.
If you can line it up.
Okay, I got the weapons now.
Yeah.
I can't close it.
Never mind then. Oh yeah, this is good. They are doing stuff.
Camping in Doom 64.
Kaboo.
Okay.
You make a save before you exit the room. For reasons that will become immediately obvious.
Oh my god.
There is lots of homing balls.
Okay.
Every time you exit the room, you will get more balls. So you need to run around this room and not go back in. Otherwise, you're not gonna get rid of them. So keep running around the perimeter of the room, around behind the pillars. Actually, that was a good spot. I think if you camp there, they're all gonna hit a pillar. These balls are basically Revenant missiles, repurposed for a trap. The game doesn't have actual Revenants, but it has this thing. And yeah, now's a good time for a quick save.
What the fucking shit? Oh my god, no.
You get more balls. That's just two arachnotrons in the rooms. The room is pitch black, but you can just shoot him.
So did I miss something?
Kind of. And yeah, the double barrels for these guys, they are tanky enough.
Oh god.
Are we getting stuck in a death loop?
This is a level very heavy on teleporters, so it gets a little confusing.
Is there one spider in there or multiple?
Just one.
Yeah,
And now, this
I'm
room...
using. I was quickly gonna say I'm using spider instead of arachnitron because it's a word I trip over easily. But
Yeah,
I
so
interrupted Kovic.
the button makes a really stupid randomized puzzle, but we can skip it if you want.
Yeah, let's skip it.
So you see the blue key?
Yeah.
You can actually pick it up by rubbing against the wall. It's there's a corner pointing out towards you, so you just wanna go sort of sideways into the corner, keep going against the wall, and eventually you will, on one frame, yeah, just get the key. It's basically another key bump, but instead of a specific lineup, in order to get that
Oh god.
exact frame, you just generate lots more speed by rubbing against the wall because of the shape of the geometry. strafe into it with both keys at the same time to get more speed.
And don't corner yourself this time.
Or run away with the teleport, since you need to go here anyway. Watch out for the balls.
And no need to kill the lost souls. That 100% is just a number.
Ah!
You know what
I made the
Ouch.
save in a bad moment.
You know what I sometimes wish existed? Like a debugger tool that exactly showed when you're playing a game which part of the code it's actually loading to do the animations or rendering the enemies and such. Since if you use a debugger, you mostly see the actual binary code, the machine code.
You can't really get the source code back from compiled machine code without lots of effort. There are decompilers that can give you C code, but it's all generic. You don't get the original variable names and function names, because all of that gets stripped during compilation. It's not necessary.
And code gets also minified to hack, so
Yeah, lots of what you write gets optimized by the compiler. So whenever there's a decompilation project, it's 1% getting the compilation from something like Hydra or the other one, the paid one. And 99% of the effort is cleaning up that code and making it actually useful and readable and make sense.
Really?
yes, really.
This room. I keep saying this in this level, but this is, in my opinion, one of the hardest levels, especially on a Nintendo. This is a good place for a quick save. If you're up here, like really tucked against the wall, they should not be able to hit you. The projectile should collide with the ceiling first, before hitting yourself.
Or the stairs.
These stairs.
Whereas stairs by just upside down ceilings.
But I am hitting them?
But like I said, you need to be tucked all the way back.
Okay.
Say bait.
This is because you are currently using a hit scan weapon, but they have projectiles. It's dead, it's dead, it's dead.
Just for non-techie folks, what's the difference between projectiles and hit scan weapons?
Projectile, you shoot and it spawns an object which has a width and a height, and it flies through the air, and it can collide with stuff, and if it collides with stuff, it does damage. A hit scan is you shoot and you do an instant laser, and if the laser hits something, you damage it. If it doesn't, you don't, but it's instant and it has no width, it's just a line. Because it's so instant, that's why it's called a hit scan. Because it instantly scans the path for a
Would
target.
it be silly of me then to say that Duck Hunt is just a hit scan game?
I suppose that's the one with the light gun, right?
Yeah. Since that basically checks if we're with an infrared, and that's why it doesn't work on modern TVs anymore. If you hit a white square, since as soon as you press the shoot button, the ducks on the screen transform into little white squares on the CRT. Well, in the game, for like a frame or two. And then it checks the position of the infrared laser if it hits the square or if it hits any light. And that's also where, because the trick that, which makes the trick work when you shoot with the Nintendo Zapper to an old light bulb, not a LED light bulb, but a generic light bulb, that it's always hitting the ducks no matter what.
Nice. Can save. This is a room to take slowly, otherwise you will get destroyed.
Taking it slow in a Doom game. Who would have thought?
Yeah, you are very deliberately exposed to a crossfire, and all the enemies have a high ground. And also, if you rush to the very other side of the room, you get what Climate got. You get ambushed by the lost souls that are hiding in this room, in this structure in the middle. So the best way to kill the lost souls actually is to open the building and quickly close it again. Because you aggro the lost souls, but you cut off their path and they will start eating each other. Just like that.
Yeah. And then suddenly ammo conservation is a thing.
Oh no.
Was that a spider behind you there?
There's 2 more cages with 2 more spiders.
It's a dead spider.
Oh,
That's
that one.
a good spider.
So from this distance, what you can do is you can take the simple shotgun and you can snipe the spiders from here, doing peekaboo.
Peekaboo, I see you. Oh, that sound effect is amazing.
Love it.
Why do I have fake Indiana Jones in the Infernal Machine hearing that sound effect? It almost sounds like... Are they infighting in the background there?
They could be, because it's a mixture of Hell Knights and Barons, and they can infight in this game.
It almost looked like that.
You're a bit too far away. The auto-aim for player weapons only works on a distance of 1024 units. If the target is further away than that, then you will not get auto-aim, which includes the vertical auto-aim.
So what I wanted to say is, the sound effect of the Arachnotrons kind of reminds me of the sound effect they used then in Indiana Jones and the Infernal. The robot enemies.
I don't really hear it.
I personally hear it, but I sometimes have a bad memory when it comes to sound.
Oh yeah, the infighting worked very nicely. All the Hell Knights are dead. Baron survived because they are stronger. And there was also more of them, it seems.
Ah!
Ah,
That was being trolled.
call an ambulance, but not for me, said the Baron.
We are talking in memes today. So what's the oldest meme we can say? Now there are 3
Okay.
buttons I already saw here.
This button is a get out of this room button, but you can get some more loot in this room first.
Yeah.
Firstly, there are some remaining boxes of ammo around the central building. If you look into its crevices. And lastly, there are, I don't know if they're counted as secrets, but in the central building, you see a soul sphere and a mega armor raised up. And the way you get those is, if you look out of this window, you can see the 2 buttons that are near the floor. They are shoot buttons. And so take a pistol.
A pistol.
And if you shoot both of them, they will lower these 2 platforms so that you can reach this gear.
I always wonder who finds these very first time.
Kovic.
Kovic, expert secret finder.
Only in Hrot.
That's a future stream.
And that's a stream where I'm going to shut the fuck up for a lot of things. Because it has a lot of Czech, history and tones and lore. And I think our resident Czech guy, Kovic, can answer a lot of those things.
How's the chat doing, by the way? I just randomly thought.
Very silent. Or for some reason my chat isn't updating, but it's very silent. But alive.
Ah.
It's not like we don't have any viewers. We have 5 viewers at the moment.
Okay.
Do you hear it now a bit? Those roboty sounds?
It's actually the background music, not the enemies.
Oh!
Oh look, a berserk.
Fuck.
Humiliating the cyber demon. Gone wrong.
Oh god.
This has not gone well.
Yeah.
2 HP
I
and a dream.
thought it was saved, but no.
Okay, just in case there was not enough traps in this map already, you get some parting gifts.
Yeah, it's like, we fucking love you. Emphasis on fucking.
Oh my god. Ah!
Don't do it twice! Now, if you're so good at dodging projectiles, I really want to see you playing a bullet hell game.
Okay.
Lost souls, correct weapon. I think this door stays open. Mm.
Okay.
But wait, there's more.
Exactly. He brought his friends.
You do not go there.
Ah, okay. I have a save. Not here, eh? No?
Just go forwards. In that previous room. Yes, this area is solved. There's nothing here except a medkit. That's nice. But wait, there's more.
Oh my god.
This is the pure definition of indeed what Kovic is saying. But wait, there is more. I especially
With
love.
a lot of finesse, you could guide the homing projectiles into the enemies.
Yeah.
Ah, I cannot exit until I kill them, no?
Yeah, you can. You just didn't hit the button.
Oh,
Yeah. Did I really see an enemy almost being crushed or bumped by the door there?
Possibly.
That's another mosquito dead.
Oh god.
Today we play a game. Strafe, motherfucker, strafe!
Fuck it.
13 health and a dream. Considering we had 200 at one point in this level.
Yeah. Look at that. Climate progressing to a level and not having 100% kills. Good boy. Good boy. Now we play. Clement finds the ammo and health packs.
It's can.
I don't know what to do.
Survive. Oh man, I'm getting into my British humor being very dry.
Look. Restarting the level.
Are you really gonna pistol start? I'm not sure if you keep the demon keys that way.
Ah, okay.
Okay, if you want some health first before trying to fight the hit scanners, run outside. Be some medkits to your right.
Oh, okay.
Or
Yes.
just try to do this better.
You could try doing a BFG shot just as you open this door, so that you can run through quickly.
Ah, fuck, no.
The door didn't even open. The door opening
You
was
could
just a
run
suggestion.
into the room, do some circles around the pillars first to dissipate all the projectiles, and then deal with the Baron separately. How is this guy alive?
It's called trolling.
You need to go behind the pillars so that the projectiles have something to collide with. Otherwise, they're just going to keep spinning.
And maybe he doesn't need to even use a BFD shot since the Barons are so far out of... Yeah.
I thought
That's
it's all of them, and then one survived. You can kill the Lost Soul as well, so that it doesn't annoy you. Shoot it with the shotgun.
Give it direction, so it's not lost anymore. Why am I forcing my jokes?
Now, a funny thing is, I know this is level 15. The next one, I also know, level 16. I know level 18, but I am completely blanked on what level 17 is.
This... oh yeah, is this 15?
Level 17.
Ah, never mind, I know now.
Watch your step.
I remember.
The walkthrough is 10 minutes.
You need to be closer. You can kill them in one shot, I'm positive, if you stay near the door, because of how the BFG works. It's basically an overgrown shotgun, because you fire the big ball, and when the ball explodes, you have 40 invisible tracers come out of the BFG. That does actually most of the damage. The ball is kinda useless.
Okay, I'm better than last time, but I will not quick save, just in case.
Oh, did you... How much BFG ammo do you have left? Did you shoot all 3 balls, or just 2? 2, okay. There's a room in this level where I think it's worth using a BFG for. I'd say this is one of the larger levels in the game.
Yeah, look that way.
Ah! I forgot about this.
Yeah, most of the levels in Doom 64 are quite compact because of console limitations. Levels needed to fit into memory.
And not only into memory, they had only 8 megabytes to... But granted, how big was the original Doom on PC again?
It was like 4 floppies? 5 floppies? Thing like that.
Doom WAD. One is. Oh, it's saying it in bytes.
I can open my copy. So Doom.wat for the first game is 12 megabytes, and Doom 2 is 14 megabytes.
Yeah.
But that's just the WAT. You also have the exe and some other files. If you're talking the original engine.
Yeah, the WAD is like 90% of the game.
Yes, that's true. But yeah, so how many megabytes is one floppy? I forgot.
4.77 or something like that.
144.
Oh, really?
That's the oldest floppy.
What do you mean?
I think you had two types of. I think you had floppies of 4 megs too.
I don't know about this.
3.5 floppy is
144.
Yeah, 144 is one of them, but oh, you have floppies of 128 megs even.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We are talking the floppies on each on which.
yeah, there is like a billion
Doom was
different
released.
floppies, but the most common one is 144. Clement is absolutely spot on.
From where am I getting 4.77? Maybe something completely else.
4.7 gigabytes is a DVD.
Yep. I'm confusing. This dry heat and this late hour, my brain is turning into mush, and I'm confusing a lot of things. But I just found a whole list of, and I'm gonna share it also in the Discord here, of all various types of discs and floppies and their size.
Yeah,
So-
but I don't remember games being released on other types of floppies beside the two known one. And after 1990, it was only 144 for all the games until they came on CD.
Hey Clement, do you want a mega armor?
No.
Yes.
So follow the water in the other direction. Yeah, you can see it. There's just a random mega armor in this cave. Not even a secret. Yeah, I was gonna say, so 144, that means the Doom 1 watt would need to be on 9 floppies, but it wasn't because they compressed it. They compressed the game files on the floppies, and the installer decompresses the files for you.
Basically, it's one giant zip archive, quote unquote.
No idea what they compressed it with back in the day.
Zip. Even Quake pack files are zip.
Yeah, I know that. That's true. That's a lot of meatballs.
Something spicy meatball. That's referencing the mask, by the way.
My mind came to one of those. I think there's a Swedish chef character in the Muppets or Sesame Street.
Oh yeah,
something like that.
yeah. No, I was referencing the mask.
That's the Jim Carrey one.
Yeah. Where he eats the bomb in the end. And he says, "That's one spicy meatball!"
That's a film I haven't seen in ages.
Same here. The Mask 2 is a unique film. It's not the best, but it's still a good one. But the mask is the better one of the two.
You wanna
I
know
was
how?
By by more than a mile.
You wanna know how old I am? I've seen the Mask movie. I remember this on the New Year's Eve in the morning in 98 to 99.
You were a bit more than 10 years older than me, correct?
10 years older
You are-
than you, yeah.
Yeah, you are in your early 40s, correctly.
Almost middle, yeah.
Then you're 13 to 14 years older than me. To my knowledge, Kovic and I are around our 30s.
not quite there yet. I'm a bit
Oh.
younger than yourself.
I see.
Oh god.
But you are mid-20s then, Kovic. But basically we are the same generation, Kovic and I.
Wanna know a funny thing about my daughter?
Tell me.
The first name he pronounced besides father or mother was Mario.
Amazing. Good parenting. Good parenting.
And from 2 weeks ago, she started watching animated cartoons. Of course, Tom and Jerry.
I was about to say, don't tell me you gave her the old Mario cartoons.
No.
Or the, excuse me, princess.
No, for the moment, we decided to let her see in the weekend for 10 minutes every day, Saturday and Sunday, cartoons. We are very strict.
In before, when she is a bit older, you force her to watch the VODs of these streams.
Oh. There's a backpack there between the two platforms that lower.
Okay.
Never hurts.
Oh god.
Whoa!
You open the door and suddenly there's a lot of curse words
Yeah.
waiting on the other side.
All the fucking shit. For some reason, when I see
Oh,
those
berserk.
kind of
Bug.
when I see those things, I'm always like, nope, 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 nope. I even start singing it, and I can barely sing. Like, nope, 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 nope.
No. Okay.
But wait, there's more.
DM.
Oh god.
This is what we call in the Doom community a monster closet.
Good thing Tom Cruise is not in the closet.
Da 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 da. And to make your Family Guy joke, mini Tom Cruise or giant Tom Cruise?
I don't know, I was making a South Park reference with that. I am not up to date on my Family Guy.
Me neither. I used to be, but
The button in the closet opens the exit door. Something I find kind of funny that I sometimes read on the internet is game collectors who get children as they get older, from certain age, as they get older, they start whipping out the old consoles out of their closet and they simulate what it was like for them. Because here's an S, and then 2 years later, look, here's a SNES.
you're going to grow up like your papa.
Basically, Mario, not on NES but on SNES, could be one of the first games she will play. But NES, I guess, too old. I don't even have a NES.
That brings me to interesting questions. Like, what were the first games you played?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I played some games when I was very young, but didn't have a PC or any sort of console in the 80s. There were a Spectrum, Commodore 64, I guess, games. And one of them is, that's a funny one. You know the Stranger Things?
Yeah.
In one of the episodes, one of the boys plays his Commodore 64 and plays a game that give me flashbacks, and I started looking after the game, and it was Commandos, which I've played. Is one of the first. I mean, Commandos on Commodore 64 is not Commandos, the strategy tactical game.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so basically, this is the oldest game that I remember playing it, but I'm not sure it was the first. And when I got a PC, the first game was Doom.
Obviously. For me personally, it was, believe it or not, Pac-Man on the Game Boy. And then Tetris on the Game Boy. And then Pokemon on the Game Boy.
I see a pattern here.
Yeah. For me, it's... I grew up with the Game Boy and then the Game Boy Color, and then on PC, surprisingly, it wasn't Doom. It was when my parents got their first PC, they got it from an old colleague, and the only game he still had left was that 2.5D Tarzan game.
But that's
surprisingly
an older game. I mean, newer game. Sorry, it's 97, 98. That game.
Yeah, I'm born in 93, my man.
I got my first PC in 93.
So my first PC was around the 2000s. So
yes.
now
I wanted to say, if you want to add something, I will stop.
No. I was going to pause the question to Kovic, basically.
I just wanted to add a few games that I remember. They were on my first PC. Supaplex and Dina Blaster, which was a clone of Atomic Bomberman.
Yeah.
And that was the Atomic Bomberman for me, Dina Blaster. And I guess these three is enough for my first days.
So,
on
Kovic,
PC.
what were your first games you can remember?
First games I can remember. That was a 98 PC. So on that, there was Infernal Machine, because of course there was. There was StarCraft, and there was Need for Speed 3, Hot
Wow.
Pursuit.
Whoa. It's really interesting hearing the different genres we started playing and started to get into video games.
So I have to get something from here?
Now go into the blue hallway. There's a button there you missed.
Here?
No, in the blue hallway, the one that's completely blue colored.
I find it funny how it blinks the blue key when you're missing it. It's like, this key, you motherfucking idiot! That sounds like a teleporter. Now, I find it still very impressive that do the dead enemy sprites keep laying there also
Okay.
on the N64? Since that would also eat up a lot of RAM.
I don't
Trying
like
to
this.
remember where the enemies died. Or do they delete some of them on N64? The corpses.
I don't think corpses get deleted.
And I would think that some sort of garbage collection deletes some corpses to free some memory on N64. Or don't they impact the memory that much? Since, yeah,
That's a good question. In PC Doom 2, the corpses still retain a thinker in case they get resurrected by an archvile. There is no archvile in this game, but I don't know if they can free the thinker anyway to save memory from a dead enemy.
and sometimes when I read in patch notes, like, did various optimizations, I'm always like, yeah, but what exactly did you optimize? I'm always really curious to see changes between, and that's what I love GitHub commits, like seeing exactly what changed to try and figure out what would change in gameplay, or if you even notice the change. Sometimes, besides some a bit faster frames, you don't even notice faster frames, more frames. Oh, Blue is using our stream as we sometimes intended, as a podcast. He is listening it to while he's playing another game.
Where are you playing? Some Armored Core prequel.
Yeah. We will play Phasmo one of these days, but that's...
I was considering playing some Kingsfield on PlayStation, but I decided I like myself too much for that.
But FromSoft has also a very interesting series on PlayStation called, I think, Echo Knights? My mind is saying. but that's more of a horror puzzle game than a shooter.
Clement, I can tell that you are lost.
Lost soul.
So
Yeah.
GPS Kovic to the
Continue
rescue.
continue going counterclockwise. It means around here, not into there. That area doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, this way up the stairs.
Okay.
There's even enemies here.
A Spectre, yes.
There might be more.
In so many steps, take a left. In so many steps, open the door. In so many steps, avoid fireball. This nukage waste is almost like green swimmable water.
That's the thing. I don't think I mentioned last stream. I might just be forgetting, but I don't think I mentioned this. So, the water effect only in Doom 64 is upgraded from PC Doom, because you can see there's actually two textures that are parallax scrolling against each other and blending from one to the other and then back again. Whereas on PC you just have a simple animated texture that has some frames, maybe three frames.
Yeah, you wouldn't say it's only 3 frames.
On PC, this is technically 2 frames, but because they're blending and interpolating, it looks much smoother than what you get on PC.
Mm-hmm. Now, we mostly talked about upgrades in the engine. Are there any things you would consider downgrades?
I think not per se in terms of the engine. The downgrades more stem from the console limitation. The biggest one is size. You cannot support such large levels.
And large enemies like we touched.
Yeah, so the large enemy that's the texture cache limit. Because every texture the N64 renders has to go through its texture cache, which is only 4 kilobytes. So actually already some of the larger enemies that remain, some of the taller enemies, they need to be drawn in multiple texture calls. And if you had a much larger enemy like the Mastermind, it would just be too many parts. But yeah, the maps need to fit into memory, and the game targets the original memory size of the N64, which is 4 megabytes and not the expanded 8 megabytes. So it's hard to tell how much memory you have left for the map.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's in the order of hundreds of kilobytes at most to hold the actual map data. And then of course you need to accommodate all the enemies.
And animations also.
Which means the graphics is one thing. You need to hold the texture data and the sprite data. But for the enemies you're also holding their AI in memory.
And that's most likely that's most likely why some areas of water are less detailed and have less detailed textures, because a lot of the cache is taken up by the water effect. Or am I reading that wrong?
No, memory would not be a concern from room to room, because everything is loaded at the start. You load all the resources at the start, and So you hold basically everything you need for the map. You are holding in memory from the start of the level until the end of the level. There is no streaming here in this game.
And at the end of the level, a garbage collector just collects all that data, throws it out, and loads it new.
Not technically accurate to say garbage collection, because that's a
no, exactly. I'm using the wrong.
that's a
term
mechanism from different languages. In C, of
Yeah.
course, all the memory management is manual, done by the developer. But yeah, they must free the stuff between levels, certainly. Thinking what other limitations there are. Oh yeah, a big one is there is essentially a hard cap of how many vertices you can render at the same time. This is set in the Doom 64 Tech Bible, which is a technical document compiled by Samuel Kaiser Villarreal, who originally made the Absolution port, then the Doom 64 EX port, and then he started working at Night Dive. He is the mastermind behind the Kex engine, and eventually he got the remaster made. So
the Kex engine was the engine where they used for Power Slave, no?
Kex engine is the engine framework that Night Dive Studio has, and all their remasters are
true.
on the Kex engine. The original Power Slave engine is called Slave Driver engine, I believe.
Now that you mention it, exactly. The reason I am looking in my closet is because you said the Doom Bible, and I'm gonna put down my headset because my cable is not long enough. Because I have a book about Doom that I now kind of want to quickly flash.
Chain gun is the best option here. So Kaiser describes in the Doom 64 Tech Bible that he compiled when he was reverse engineering the game that there is a hard limit of about 3,500 vertices that can be rendered on screen at the same time. It will not go higher than that. I don't know what happens if you try to go past that limit. I haven't tested that. Because now it is possible to test that and to push the game, since we have figured out how to get custom levels running on N64. By the way, there's a secret here. If you press... the secret involves unlocking that. If you press that yellow panel that's downstairs, you see the light from here. If you press that, where the yellow light is, to the left, it lowers the bookcase.
Oh, okay. Ah.
Now, in the previous stream and in this stream, we touched upon technical aspects and history of Doom and Doom 4. If people are interested in knowing more about that, a good book I would recommend.
It lowers the bars, and you need to use the bookcase yourself as a lift.
A good book I would recommend is this one, Masters of Doom, by David Kushner.
Press this, you press the bookcase, you stand there.
Ah!
Almost.
Okay. Quake 2 also uses the Kex engine?
For the remaster? Absolutely. I think they're now at version 4 point something of the Kex engine. And I must say that The kex used for the Quake 2 remaster is the best one yet. The kex engine has not been perfect. It has some long-standing issues. The one that bugged me the most as a speedrunner is the fact that quick saves were just really slow. Every kex game I played, if you tried to quick save, you got a lag. Very noticeable lag, and it also liked to eat your inputs after you quick saved. It's actually very bad in Doom 64, not for the vanilla levels, because they're so small.
Just hearing you say, eats your input, for speedrunning, that's a nightmare. That's just
Yeah.
a bloody nightmare.
I think, in terms of eating inputs, I think the worst experience I had was in the Quake 1 remaster. But in terms of just bad quick save performance, Doom 64 is the worst. Not in the normal campaign, but if you play custom levels, which are much larger, it basically gets exponentially worse. So there are some levels in the how many years was it? At that point, it was the 25-year anniversary of Doom 64. There was a community mapping project. Some of the maps in that are very big, very detailed. And doing a quick save on a map like that can take 5 seconds easily. Which 5 seconds for a quick save on an SSD, that's scandalous. That's because the limit is not in your disk, it's the software. They just had a very bad quick save system. And the Quake 2 remaster finally fixes that. It's silky smooth.
That's
also, the menus are much better.
amazing.
Do not shoot anymore, you need the BFG shot.
But they can update the old games that use the kex engine now.
I don't know, I don't think that happened yet. I would
Also,
hope, in theory, that it should be possible, and maybe not even that hard if their
Yeah.
engine is architectured well, but who knows? Only they know.
moving one game, one engine to another engine, even if the same engine but a different version, it's sometimes trickier than you think. That's why I even chose in the caveat if their engine is structured well.
So, this room. This is a huge troll for the original hardware players.
Let me guess, because it crashes the original hardware.
No, it's a game design thing. You have this quite nasty ambush, and then the floor lowers. Anyway, this is the room where I would use a BFG to just kill everything in one shot. I do it for the speedrun.
If they will continue
how big
updating
is your speed?
this
I'm sorry, go ahead.
this engine, and they have so many games already using it, this will be something really nice for the future. I mean, for the future support of these remasters, if they will add
yes.
all kind of things, maybe even ray tracing.
A retro gamer being obsessed by old games getting ray tracing. Amazing. Yeah, it most pulls new gamers or new people into the old games.
This level is short and sweet, in theory.
There are a lot of people upset by the fact that the new Quake 2 remaster doesn't have ray tracing, and this way is inferior.
I'm sorry. That are just people who deserve to stay in kindergarten. I don't like a game because it doesn't support the feature I like.
No, they were saying that Quake 2 already had a ray tracing remaster.
But that's not a remaster in my books. That's just a hack for the original engine.
They also changed the textures and
Yeah, that's part of the ray tracing treatment because you need the PBR materials for it to look decent. Save the Berserk.
okay.
What Night Dive did is a proper remaster treatment, and I think it looks better, honestly, because the game wasn't made in mind with ray tracing. So there's a lot of areas that are kind of the new lighting breaks the design, or it's just too dark and you need to help yourself with some artificial lights, or I don't know if they did flashlight in the Quake 2 RTX. For the remaster, they just upgraded the graphics naturally because they recompiled all the maps and they used the features from the latest map compilers from the community rather than 30-year-old compilers, so that you get nice bounce lighting in the maps. You get the blended water lighting rather than the full bright liquids, and other improvements that I can't even remember. Oh yeah, ambient occlusion you get.
I find it funny how the lava here is like red water.
It's technically not lava, I think it's blood.
Oh god.
Yeah, now that I mention it,
I need to get some liquids.
I also like a lot the new remaster, the Quake 2 remaster, but I also like the ray traced version. It's true that it didn't get the same treatment as the Half-Life ray trace in terms of adding enough new lights for that kind of areas.
to be honest, if a game just gets a ray traced version just for the gimmick of it being ray traced, I am like, just why? I think a ray traced version should bring more to the table than just being ray traced, since you're playing basically the same game then, in my opinion. And then, then it's a shoehorned in feature. They should more focus on polishing the game than to just throw in a new trend. A new trend that doesn't even run very optimized on the newest high-end cards.
You mean
I think my standard for ray tracing is much lower because I take it as what it is. It's a gimmick. So if you present it as, here's the gimmick, like fine, but I don't consider ray tracing to be a remaster or something higher effort like that. You want a gimmick, you want a nice lighting, you want to enjoy the game with some, in theory, realistic lighting, then go ahead. But it's not going to transform the game for me, other than visually.
Same for me. It's like it's like a nice bonus. Like it's a bonus, not more than that. Some people are shouting from the roof, "Ray tracing is the way of the future." No.
I like it. I like it, and I consider it is the future of graphics.
I disagree. Heavily disagree.
If you're going for photorealism, then it is the final frontier, because if you just throw enough rays at stuff, you will get the perfect result. But there's a big problem with it. Because A, it's still extremely demanding, and B, it gets exponentially more demanding as your geometry gets more complex, and people demand more complex geometry, more polygons, because that's also part of the photorealism. So You get the best ray tracing if your geometry is simple, but if your geometry is simple, it's not realistic. So you have two opposing forces.
Yeah,
And what you get in AAA games with the high detail geometry, right? You get ray tracing that doesn't do anything. Does slightly nicer reflections or some shit like that.
the problem I have is I feel it sometimes kind of forces developers in using a certain art style and not being able or allowed to experiment with the art style, and certain art styles don't work at all with ray tracing, in my opinion. Try to ray trace a Japanese RPG like Persona. It's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work.
That's what I said. If your goal is photorealism, then ray tracing is what you want. If you're looking for something stylized, then ray tracing does nothing for you in the best case. In the worst case, it's actively detrimental. Because if you're delivering realistic lighting, then you don't have room for contrast or exaggeration.
Imagine a ray traced Stanley Parable. It would ruin parts of the comedy, in my opinion.
Would it? I don't think Stanley Parable in particular is a very good example to cite, because I don't know, like the game visually looks kind of dry for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, there is some gags, but I think it's mostly in the writing that Stanley Parable is funny.
That voice actor is just bloody amazing.
I tend to agree with Kovic. For me, ray tracing is really nice on older games because you can get everything and not just bits of effects. And I'm looking forward to the new tools that NVIDIA released for modding. It would be nice to try some of the old games with ray tracing.
Yeah, I guess that's what powers the RTX Open LoRa. I wish we could get RTX Emperors too.
Yes, it's a nice experiment, but I feel like the technology is still a bit too young to shout that it's going to be the future. But
it is the future, Neko, because all they did until now was to emulate this. This was the intention in most of the games, and now they can do this real time. So this will be, but maybe not for all kinds of games.
Let me rephrase it. It's not going to be a short time future.
I don't know.
It's gonna build up, and
Neko, how many
it
games
has been building up for a long time. Like
how many games with
ray tracing is objectively like the best way to do graphics because it is physically accurate.
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not trying to say that ray tracing sucks or anything of that nature, but I think in its current state it's being overhyped.
What games with ray tracing did you play? I want to know how you made this opinion.
Because the games I have seen ray traced, I personally found that it didn't add any additional value to the atmosphere.
I don't know. Did you play any game with ray tracing?
I know, like, Minecraft has a ray traced version, and I have seen the differences between ray traced and not ray traced, and it doesn't add any additional value gameplay wise for me. And most other games are games that I played recently that wouldn't add any additional value or be a detriment on the gameplay style. Like a game I played a lot last year was Persona 5, and that would be destroyed by ray tracing.
No, but there are some good ray traced games. For
I think
Obviously-
Ray Trace
Obviously,
Minecraft is something that I think is it's a very good execution of ray tracing, in my opinion, because Minecraft has the advantage of being geometrically simple. It's all just cubes. So they actually did go full with the lighting, and I find Minecraft also interesting because it's a game driven by the user. So the light sources are dynamic, and you get to experience all those effects that you can have with lighting and with physically accurate lighting. I think there was a very nice Digital Foundry video on that.
I think
Now, the one thing that I would say is that ray tracing in Minecraft, or what ray tracing in Minecraft does, has been emulated by the community for some time, because there's that shader pack that does a lot of those things using the old fake techniques, but it tries to do like dynamic shadows, very dynamic, very cool shadows.
But it's currently in beta, I think.
I mean, it's been in beta for 10 years.
Yeah. But the conclusion I wanted to say is maybe it's because I'm a purist in some parts, and I know it's totally a meeting, but I think I sort of touched upon that last in the Tomb Raider stream. I feel that these days games are getting way too complex. Like, compare an options menu from way back then to an option menu now. You have so many options and terms, like you have VSync and you have bloom and film grain and everything in between, and now you have also ray tracing, and I'm getting to a point like I just want to play the fucking game and not spend 2 hours in an option.
Buy a console.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they are even doing it on Switch games.
Options are nice, but on console you just get presets. You still know that the game is gonna run fine. The whole point of having options on PC is that you may need to fiddle if your hardware is not strong enough.
Yeah,
And it's always been like that.
I totally understand that, and I'm not gonna say that consoles are better because of presets. If I try to say those kind of things, the whole PC community would be up my ass. But I'm just saying that those presets are a good idea for people who don't want to give a flying fuck about all these options. Like,
Yeah, that's simply what I'm getting from all of this, is that you are a person who simply doesn't care about the fidelity of graphics. It's not important for you.
No, it's not important. It's as long as the game has a fun gameplay loop, I don't give a fuck.
Save the ammo. You're gonna wanna have a BFG shot, so I think shotgun now is a good choice. You'll see why you want the BFG very soon.
Arachnotrons?
Worse.
Oh god. Lost Souls?
Worse.
Boat?
Worse.
Every enemy in the game?
No.
If you were going to say words, I'm like, what, mate? But
Suddenly the wall's slower and we are playing nuts.what? 64.
just imagine. I think the N64 would just have a nuclear meltdown. Oh, I see the problem.
We are not there yet.
But I'm starting to see.
There's lots of shells in that corner. And lots of bullets in this one.
Yeah, to finish the discussion we had a bit earlier, it's a discussion you can have for hours upon hours. Like, how important is graphical fidelity and all options, and
It's not
In my-
important, but I can appreciate nice graphics.
in my honest opinion, it's a personal preference, and I think it's sometimes a shame that people get blasted in comment sections like, you don't play
Okay.
with option X or Y, or fill in latest tech here.
Kovic, do you remember how our stream ended last time? Having problems with the keyboard? Is that I have the same problem now?
Oh. Alright, is that why you keep running? Or
No, but it loses the signal from time to time and stops.
Are you saying we are going to end the stream soon?
I don't know. I hope this will work, but that last time it didn't.
I thought last time you like put it closer or something.
Maybe the
Yeah.
batteries are dying.
Is this
Yeah.
where you last saved? Don't you have a quick load?
F9? I remember that I saved during the combat. What?
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah, same thoughts here.
What?
Turn around. There's a mega armor here. Kill it with fire.
Oh, with blood water. Preferably on the lost soul, not next to it.
Oh, we will not return to that room, so get all the medkits that are there. You may need them.
Can I get this one?
You'd have to jump from some higher ledge.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe from here, if you do a strafe jump. Or
I was
strafe run.
thinking that.
Ah, God. Fucking shit.
I think Clement is
Oh, there's a
getting
berserk
frustrated.
here. That's much simpler.
Yeah. It was supposed to be much simpler. But then Lost Souls happened.
And punching them.
Here, explosive enemy, I punch you! And then suddenly we are surprised that
Oh look,
Clement
there's another
doesn't have a
burger.
lot of money.
Okay, save.
Collect all the ammo in the corners, just so you have it ready.
Roy, why are you being such a cute boy?
Okay.
One of these days we will see a glimpse of Kovic's dog on the stream.
Fucking shit.
I always have trouble when Clement is reacting in this way to read if he is getting tired or frustrated or both.
I guess I'm getting tired a bit.
Yeah, the next level is quite long anyway, so...
Yeah, I think at the end of this level this is a nice wrap-up moment then.
It will mean that we will stick to the one secret level per stream thing, because in the next level there is a secret exit.
I think that would work nicely. How this is level number 17, yeah, out of 20 something.
5.
30. Huh?
Not counting the bonus and secret levels, just the main campaign.
And at which level did we start this stream?
11.
Yeah, then we made quite some progress.
Yeah, if I manage to get through this level, I have no problem to continue. It's your decision.
It's also your decision, since you were saying you're getting tired.
Yeah, but I'm getting there, but I still can. I just need to resolve the problem with the keyboard. I was just...
Don't tell me the solution is coffee.
The solution is always coffee. To anything.
Somebody works in education. That's a stereotype here in Belgium, like, if you work in education, you drink coffee.
And on any other domain.
Yeah, but it's a big stereotype, teachers here in Belgium.
I know that also for the programmers is the same.
Here's a stereotype, they drink a lot of energy.
No, you don't know that the programmers transforming coffee into code.
Oh yeah, I do. You know, I'm a programmer, sort of a programmer myself, in a very smaller capacity than Kovic is, but...
You know, I'm something of a scientist myself.
There are the memes again! I think it would be a very dangerous game to make a drinking game of each time we reference some sort of meme in this stream. you would have been safe while I am having a rant about games, but
Rocket launcher! Is now the time?
Uh,
No, one more Mancubus left, okay.
it's a good time that I saved.
Oh yes. Now comes the big boy!
humiliating the cyber demon.
Well, that was a whiff.
Fuck.
Now I'm going to do an underrock and feed the kitty.
There's a box of cells here where he spawns, so you have 2 more BFG shots if you collect it.
Where is it?
Right next to him. You ran
Fuck.
past it. Now it's staring you in the face menacingly.
He got humiliated by the cyber demon, I guess. I find this a very appropriate comment to show on stream at them.
Ah!
So here's a pro tip for fighting a cyber demon.
Humiliate him.
In PC Doom, he shoots the rockets from the middle of his sprite, so it kind of looks like he's shooting from his crotch. In Doom 64, they addressed it, and they actually offset the rocket origin point, so that he actually shoots it from his rocket launcher, and this means he's shooting from his, left hand. And so if you engage him in a circle counterclockwise, that means his rocket launcher is towards the wall, right? So if you fight him around a corner, so that he's
Ah, fuck.
with his left hand towards the wall, he will hit the rocket will spawn and immediately hit the wall. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. So if you approach him around the corner from the left rather than from the right, like Clemens is doing here, he will not be able to hit you.
So basically, he needs to circle him around in the other direction.
Yeah.
And does
like
he
this.
get hit by splash damage from his own rockets?
No. The Cyber Demon has specifically given immunity to splash damage, including your splash damage. That's why doing the rocket duel, like you were intended in E2M8 in PC Doom, it's actually an extremely inefficient way of fighting a Cyber Demon, because he only takes the impact damage and not the splash damage. Get the box of that cells that's still there.
Also, I just heard Clement getting an achievement.
Yeah.
You killed him!
Where is that box?
It's the other side of the room from here. Should be there.
Currently, for the record, Clement has 3 achievements.
Okay, I guess you
out of
already
10.
collected it, sorry. It should be here.
Huh? Which achievement? Oh yeah, Rip and Tear. So you got the 4th achievement right now.
Yeah, that only took 16 minutes, definitely. It's only counting the actual winning segment and not all the loading.
Yeah. Okay, so you said
What
that
are we going to do?
we have a bigger level now.
Yeah, this level 18 is, I think, the biggest in the game. Definitely the widest. All 3 keys. It's a big boy.
So we are level 18. I'm okay to continue. It's your decision. If Neko is okay and Kovic.
For me, not that long anymore. Since it's almost 1 a.m. here.
Okay, then let's not push it. Let's keep it enjoyable for everyone. And we'll stop it here then. Just to, I mean, I said, no? We are
Yeah.
on level 18. We are a bit behind schedule. That's the schedule that Kovic proposed to have only 3 streams, and I guess we'll have 4 now.
See, 18, secret, 19, 20, 24. 9 levels left.
Yeah, I think it's doable in 1 stream.
1 longer stream probably.
Yeah.
And we
Depends
also
on the skill.
yeah, my skill longer.
The 2 streams.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone is playing Quake 2. We played Doom 64. We are against the trend always.
Yeah, but I mean, have we ever followed the trend?
No, as a matter of fact, I was thinking if should we try starting tonight the Quake 2 and 64, and
no.
but it's becoming a mess. Too many games at the same time.
Yeah, especially since our talks about Phasmophobia.
And another, the 4th one, yeah, is the 4th one, Phasmophobia. Current stream.
Yeah, but we discussed the things that I already can announce about the Phobia stream. Is it will be once a month, maybe twice if you are really into it, but not more than that. And it will be a shorter stream, like 2 to 3 hours.
And will be it will be outside of our 2 streams from Friday and Saturday.
Unless
Probably.
we have nothing for the Saturday slot.
We have
That's
a big
a
list.
rare occasion.
If we'll keep the Saturday stream, I mean one of the streams for shooters, we already have a lot. But
oh yeah, our list is like becoming a black hole, never ending.
Because after, as I discussed with you guys yesterday, I found out that Shadowman is a Tomb Raider clone, so it's appropriate to put it on that slot. Not on the shooter
and
slot.
And the best guy is sitting right over there for Shadowman.
Yeah, and another one is in the chat. I don't know if he's still there.
Yeah.
And the Quake 2 co-op, is that happening or not?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one. I mean, Quake 2 co-op. Neko said that
and the best guy
wants,
is sitting over there.
He wants to comment that so doesn't want to play. So Kovic
I will be a sports commentator.
Said that we can play in 3, even in 4 we can play Quake 2.
And then I will join along.
Yeah, so we can do it, and we'll have be the cameraman for Kovic, showing us all the tricks. I'm not sure they work in co-op. For speedrunning, I'm guessing that all of us...
but just rocket jumping basically, so that's gonna work for sure.
Nice. Okay, so it will be on this slot probably. If we start also Phasmo, there are already 3 streams in a week.
Yeah, and if Clemens and I would be crazy and then do a random Datmorg stream as well.
That never-ending game.
I mean, if we wanted to do the co-op in an off slot, we could, because that's a 1 stream for sure, and potentially short.
I am up to. I really would like to do a Quake 2. I'm up to even tomorrow, but I don't want to force you into this.
Not for me, boys.
Then, if Neko finds a day, I'm totally up to. So what Kovic said is that it will be a shorter stream because the campaign is around 2 hours. The N64 campaign.
I try to avoid doing streams on a Sunday since that's usually my writing. So, or my personal doing odd jobs around here in my apartment and putting papers in order and life stuff.
Okay, we'll discuss off stream this. I don't know why we're at every end of the stream we're starting to talk things about we didn't discuss and established between us. And it's no problem to put to announce on Discord, on every other platforms when we'll stream. So it's enough to say that we'll try to find a spot for the Quake 2 co-op, and first we'll try the N64 campaign, and if it's fun, maybe we'll do another one. From the big offering that this remaster has for us. Okay, thank you Kovic, thank you Neko for another great stream. I really like it, and see you next time. And thank you everyone for being with us. Have a great Sunday tomorrow. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
And now OBS stopped the streaming, not like last time.